Hello everybody and welcome. Just going to continue with what I was doing yesterday when I was just getting a few things ready here, prepared for doing this firing. And I've also got a few pots here to show you that I actually had out of that kiln that I fired yesterday after I was speaking to you. So I'm just going to try and sort of just bring you in on just something I'm doing here with some of the other pots, plus give you a little review of some of the pots I've already done. So I'm just going to get this just going down here a bit like that. That's it. I hope that's going to be nicely in the picture. Yeah, so well, I've got some pots here. Let's just show you some of the pots that we've just recently had out, because I thought you would like to see them. A bowl which I've used the spoon to pour. You can use a teaspoon, so you just pour the glaze, hold it slightly at an angle like that, and just pour it. Let it run off. Okay, just let gravity do its thing, as it were, and it'll just run off like that. That's come out quite nicely. Here's another one. This is a different two angles here, as we can see, working on this one with this decoration on the side here, which I did with the slip trailer. So that's literally done like that, and then with a simple floral decoration in the middle there. So there's that fella. And next, a simple rounded shaped bowl, trimmed foot, which has been dipped into the glaze on these 4 points, creating these windows which lend themselves very nicely to be putting a little motif in the windows, you see. Simple leaf design inside there. Quite nice. What else? Here a bottle, again dipped on the side, on each side, with a copper carbonate motifs and slip trailed there. With a bottle. Another bottle. Again, the same trick. Dipped on the side, in the glaze, copper carbonate decoration. Come out quite nice. Small tea bowl with a swirl on the inside there, of copper, and simple leaf decoration done on the outside, done with one of these Japanese style brushes. And you can practice doing this kind of thing, it's not that difficult. I encourage you to have a go. Two more here. This one, which is using the slip trailer, done fairly briskly like that, and again with a swirl of copper just on the inside at the bottom there. Quite lively. That's the thing, you see, we want to create pots that are lively, don't we? We don't want to be making pots that are dead. That's the key. Look for liveliness in your pots. And you know what? It's interesting. Sometimes to create that lively expression in a pot, sometimes it demands that you have to work a little bit fast, you know, not to be too slow, and don't be too premeditated about it and too careful and too, yeah, I mean, okay, there is a sense in which you have to be you have to take care with what you're doing, but at the same time you've got to breathe life into it. So you need to get that brush kind of working and get it, allow the spring, the spring in the, just wetting the brush here, but what I'm trying to say is, see, these brushes have got a bit of spring in them, so allow the spring in the brush to, that springiness, allow it to come out in the decoration that you're doing. Keep it lively, keep it moving, keep it, you know, if you're doing a tree or grasses, make it look like the wind is blowing through them or something like that. Don't just sort of dead grasses, just sort of, you want to paint them, you want to decorate in such a way that they look like they're alive, they look like there's something happening there, there's emotion there, there's something, you know. So I'm now going to try and demonstrate what I've been nattering on about. So I just wanted to show you those, just to update you. Now I have got here some copper carbonate from yesterday, which I'm just going to get it into a workable condition, because it's got a little bit, well, it's completely dried out here. So I'm just getting my brush loaded up there. I've got a few little pots here I just want to show you. I'm just going to check to see if we are still in the picture. Yes, okay, good. Right. Okay, so as we can see here, I've got these little bottle vases, which I've again, like I said about the others, I've dipped in the glaze. Now what I want to do is I'm going to band these. So I'm putting them on the banding wheel, and I'm just going to band a little bit of this around the top, okay? Comme ça. Now what I want to do is put a line all the way around here. Okay, I'm going to try and demonstrate it for you. Probably make a fool of myself, but it doesn't matter. Let's do it. Okay, now you see what I've done there. Now if it's not exactly, it doesn't matter. Just keep the brush moving. Keep it moving. Alright? At the end of the day, that isn't going to matter. So let's do another one. Okay? Now you just got to let your hand go around in a circle. Well, that's easier said than done, isn't it? You might say. But, well, these things come... there was one time when I found it I couldn't do that, but I find I'm actually practicing, you know, and the more I do it, the better I'm getting. So let's see if we can do another. Now sometimes they come out better than other times, but I mean, basically that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to create a kind of frame within that. Now then, let's do something here. Now you see, now I'm going to demonstrate how you can use the brush to do a very simple stroke. And it's going to look like a bird. A bird, to say, let's say a wading bird. I'm trying to create a wading bird in the water, sort of like up to its knees, something like that. So, but these are the sort of kind of decorations that tend to work quite well on, especially on raku. Don't want anything too tight, a little bit of looseness. So let's see if we can just. Okay, not altogether happy with that one actually, but. Okay, alright, well, you see, this begs then the question, okay, so you've done it, and if you don't like it, what do? Do you scratch it all off again and start again? or do you think, nah, let it go and get on and do the next one? I don't like to fuss around it too much. Now I'm just going to do something, I think, simple here. Simple cross hatch. No, I won't do a cross hatch. I know what I'll do. I'll do a. You see, I've got a sort of repertoire of designs that I've done over the years. I sort of build. They're stored away in the back of my brain there somewhere, and I bring them out when I need. It's not the best bird I've done, I have to admit. Somehow you've got to capture the life of that bird, you know, as it's there in the water, it's poised, it's ready to get that fish, you know. It's like a heron, you know, it's just there waiting with its beak like this, motionless, just like that. See, let's have another go at doing that, what I was just talking about. Now when you do this, you mustn't hesitate. So you've got to keep that moving around like that, like a quarter of an inch from the outside. Okay. The problem is if one hesitates, the line then becomes broken and it loses its vitality, you know. So sometimes I just practice like this beforehand before I actually hit the pot, because once I've hit the pot, I don't want to go back and start having to scrape it off. Keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving, don't stop. See? Alright, so we created there a couple of little windows. Now, what are we going to put in those windows? Let's do a very simple little floral design. Okay, so we just see they're quite loosely done. Now look, any one of you could do that. Those are the petals. Now we've got to put the stalks in. Ooh. Did that one really badly. That's totally wrong. I'm going to have to correct that bit because it's actually, you see that line, how thick it is? I just didn't get it right there. That's terrible. Oh dear. Okay, well we're going to do one on the other side anyway. Another one. You can imagine these grasses, can't you, outside? So, you've made a mistake. Let's say you've made a mistake like I have, and it is rather laid on too thick, and it looks clumsy, and it does look out of place. But so I'm going to just change that a little bit like that. I think that's better. Okay, alright, that's that. I don't know how we're doing for time. I'm just going to show you a few more that I did here yesterday. This is another one which is, you know, poured with the spoon diagonally, that one. But then I flicked on, see if you can load up your brush, and then you can tap it like I'm doing like this, and you see in it'll flick off the end of the bristles in a spatter onto the pot. This one is done with the slip trailer, that's this, and it's just choom 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 across like that, kind of spidery. Alright, what's this one? This is the copper carbonate brushed on the banding wheel there with a wide brush and a couple of banded lines, and then it's scratched through, and I just used a matchstick just to scratch through. Alright, what's this? Again with that banded with a wide brush, the copper carbonate, and then I've done that similar to this fella, yeah? So, and I've got a few more there to do along the way. Okay, well, I'm going to have to sign off. The trouble is, I've got too much to talk about, and 10 minutes isn't enough. I need to make a film or a DVD or something. Hey, Simon Leach saying, keep practicing. Have a go, alright? That's the secret, is just do it, Don't think it's too beyond you and you're never going to attain to that. That's just the biggest load of rubbish. You can do it if you want to do it, and you've got the will to do it. Just practice it and you'll arrive. Okay, bye bye now.